What up, what up, what up? It's Discussions with DT Parker. Welcome to another edition. What up, Twitch? What up, YouTube? I'm sorry, I gotta mess with this. This looks kind of funky. Hey, Invoice Personal Podcast, what it do? Welcome to Discussions, the podcast with DT Parker. We do this every day at 2. Once again, welcome to Twitch, YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. Appreciate you. And of course, IG Live, where we do this live every day at 2 o'clock. You can lock in. Actually, make sure you lock in. Hey, babe. Again, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow to YouTube. This is going to be a short one today because I have a meeting at 2:30 that I have to get to. So we're going to jump right into it. Is it inappropriate to hug somebody's significant other if they're married? Is it inappropriate? Well, a woman feels like it's inappropriate to be hugging a man if he's married. She said it's disrespectful. And I'm going to play what she had to say. Babe said no. Hold on, let me pull up this audio. You got different kind of hugs. Right. I usually give out the church hugs anyway. It doesn't matter if I'm in a relationship or not in a relationship. The church hug, especially if we're not in a relationship, is what you probably are going to get, a church hug. You know what I'm saying? But take a listen to why she feels it's inappropriate, and then let me know how you feel.
Don't do that around these parts. Stop hugging people's husbands chest to chest, especially when the man is trying to. Be careful. Stop hugging people's husbands.
Hey, friend.
Chest to chest. Be respectful.
Are you?
Be respectful.
I gotta call you. I'm gonna call you when I get off here.
Stop hugging people's husband chest to chest.
I'll text you.
Don't do that around these parts. Stop hugging people's husbands chest to chest, especially when the man is trying to be respectful.
So, is it inappropriate to hug somebody's significant? Welcome, baby Barack. Is it inappropriate to be hugging somebody? She said husband, but I'm gonna throw women in there as well. Is it inappropriate to be hugging on somebody else's husband or wife? She said it is, especially chest to chest. What I usually do when I give folks hugs, I do usually just do the church hug, depending. Most men, you're getting the church hug. You're getting the church hug. And that was before I was in a relationship as well. The men, you would get the church hug. You know what I'm saying? Babe said you got different kind of songs, different kind of hugs. Like what Drake said, LOL, but hugs is cool, I guess. Invoice Personal Podcast, it depends on the respect level between the two. And Baby Barack, what up? Babe said self-secure. I can't talk today. Said if you don't like it done, then don't do it. But if it is not a problem, then oh well. Again, I give church hugs. Been doing the church hug thing before I was in a relationship. I just think, you don't need to come you don't need to come chest to chest. I don't go chest to chest with women either, unless we cool, you know what I'm saying? Unless we got that type of relationship. But is it inappropriate to be hugging on somebody's significant other chest to chest is the question. Is it inappropriate to be hugging on somebody's significant other chest to chest? That's the $1 million question today. Babe Self-Secure said, you ever hugged and got lifted? Oh, hush. I have been, but I was caught off guard, okay? I was caught off guard by the hug. So I have gotten a hug and been lifted off my feet, but I was caught off guard. I can't control what other people do. What up, A Servant? We're talking about, is it inappropriate for you to be hugging on somebody's significant other chest to chest? This woman says it is. And then take a listen to what she had. I mean, she really didn't say too much. Hey, what up, A Servant Heart? But take a listen. She doesn't really offer too much of an explanation either on why she feels this way.
Husband,
But take a
chest to
listen.
chest. Don't do that around these parts. Stop hugging people's husbands chest to chest, especially when the man is trying to be respectful. Here you go, coming front to front. Stop doing it. Be careful. Stop hugging people's husbands chest to chest.
She said, "Here you go." That was funny. What up, Joey Cakes? Today's topic is, because we keeping this real quick today. What up, human BBA64? How you doing? Today's convo is, the question is it inappropriate to be hugging somebody's significant other? And I'm talking about husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. Is it inappropriate? Hey, Hefe, welcome to the chat. You just on tag because we ended early today. But the question today is it inappropriate to be hugging somebody's significant other chest to chest? Is that inappropriate? Invoice said, hold on, Hefe, let me. Everyone in each other's lives and feel secured with who y'all allow access to. But you ain't answering the question, Invoice. Are you hugging somebody's significant other chest to chest? That's the question. The question is it inappropriate? Is it inappropriate? FA, is it inappropriate for you to be hugging somebody else? Because you just recently got married yourself. What up, Deepa? What up, Joey Cakes? So is it inappropriate for you to be hugging on somebody else's significant other chest to chest? Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm thinking what's going on. What's going on to everybody?
What you think, FA? Hold on, FA. Before you give a response, let me play a clip. Because this lady seems to think so. That is disrespectful. And then I'm going to read some of these comments. I'm going to let you dwell on that for a second. Hold on. I'm going to play this clip because she seems to think it is disrespectful for you to be hugging on somebody's man. Hold on. Come on now, play. We ain't got that much time in the world now. Everybody from my new folks, welcome to Discussions with Dee Parker.
Chest to chest.
Here we go.
Don't do that around these parts. Stop hugging people's husbands chest to chest, especially when the man is trying to be respectful. Here you go, coming front to front. Stop doing it. Be careful. Stop hugging people's husbands chest.
Okay. So, FA, let me read some of these comments and then I'm going to let you respond. Baby Brock said, I'm like you. I give church tugs because the big mamas be clutching on too tight. Wait a minute now. Not the big mamas. At Serpent Heart said, I think so. I think it's disrespectful to hug someone else's spouse. A side hug is suitable enough. Define hugging. Why I gotta define it? You know what hugging means. I ain't got to define it for you, Joey Cakes. Babe said, self-secure said, side hug, not wrong. Quick hug, less than 5 seconds. What up, clean, clean? Babe said, LOL. LOL, then long hugs, not it. Slim said, ninjas bet not hug my girl unless they relate. Invoice said, your significant other should be moving in a respectful manner and have good, I think you're going to say judgment, right? Joey Cake said, chest to chest, yes. Side hug, no. And nowhere near any ass. So you're okay with chest to chest? What up, Debo? Joey Cake said, yes, meaning it's inappropriate. Okay. Invoice said, discernment. All right, FA, what do you feel about this?
Be open-minded, but my personal, let's say this. I'm not speaking from men to women or women to men.
Well, she said no. Now, this is a woman saying that you better
Or
not
women
be
to
hugging.
men.
Yeah, you better not be hugging her
I
husband.
think she was
Yeah.
speaking from this position that men tend not to, know about. I've heard like times where, when I be like socializing or being cool, and your girl might be like, "Don't do that with her." You may know something you don't know, like you know what I'm saying. Like you be like, you thinking it's cool, so I'm not. If it's not family, I'm kind of with the dude. If it's not family, I'm not chest hugging. But I'm not gonna lie. If it's somebody that I have developed a relationship with, I wouldn't mind it. But if they're, I know this gonna sound a little weird, but if they husband or boyfriend was present, I probably wouldn't.
Okay.
You
You
know what
would
I'm saying?
respect for the boyfriend or husband.
Right. when
Okay.
you know, well, it depends on how long me and this girl developed over like. So one of my wives had a friend, and me and her been cool for 10 years, and you know now we've been. I might not even be as conscious about it. You see what I'm saying?
Because y'all
But
just have that relationship, that bond.
right,
Right.
but I try to be conscious about well, all men. Well, conscious about if they do this around, you tend to be like try to instinctively be a little more respectful. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Just for the dude, just to not make no, you know, because you wouldn't want nobody to kind of do that to your girl. So you kind of just, you know, maybe ease back on that.
Okay, let me ask you another question. Because again, for those that are familiar with the podcast, FA, who is a regular on here, he just recently got married. Woo, 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 woo. Um,
Well,
are you though allowing your wife to hug another man chest to chest,
no, not no. If not
even
if
if
it's not, yeah, if
even
it's a
if they have
blood
a relationship?
relative,
You know, no. Say like this is like a good friend like she knew before you.
no,
No.
no,
Okay.
no.
Uh, not even a church hug.
No, no, I'm okay with the show. I'm okay with the shoulder.
What's the shoulder
Like the
like
side
that?
right. Yeah, yeah, you know,
Oh,
when you go to the side. Yeah, I'm okay
yeah.
with that. But
But
chest to chest is when both of your shoulders align with each other. Like you guys are face to face. You hug each other. Only thing that's stopping you from kissing is turning your head. You know what I'm saying? Like that's chest to chest. When you come in face to face and you come in and both arms wrap around their back, just like and vice versa. That's a no go.
okay,
Now,
I'm gonna ask you a question, FA, because boyfriend put me on the spot. I'm gonna ask you a question. Hold on, but let me
uh,
read these comments because boyfriend put me on the spot right now. It's okay. I don't mind telling my business. So I got a question for you, and I know you're gonna answer it honestly.
right.
They said, but then if a man says something about it, we are insecure and all types of shaking my head. Damned if you do. Joey Cake said, not body to body. Invoice said the person need to hug both of them with the same kind of love. Um, Babe said, laughing my see people be thinking I'm tripping, but see how, babe? I got no problem with a quick hug. Clean Clean said, my girl only allowed to dap up, and that's it. Clean Clean, so you are not allowing your girl to give hugs, period. Okay. And Babe said, but don't pick my girl up or long hug her. That's disrespectful. And
Yeah.
he ain't know I was there. Okay, so this is the situation that happened. Um, at Faye.
Right. Yeah,
Where
that's why I'm glad that pointed out that if we know your dude is there, we're going to be more conscious of making sure what we
Hey,
do,
Sally. Hey,
how
sweetie.
it may look. That's what I'm saying. We want to make it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, though.
Oh, okay. No, 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 no. I wanna tell you what happened at this birthday party. So me and boyfriend went to one of my old associates, but my homeboy's birthday party. I forgot. I think it was like his 65th birthday party or something like that. So I had seen one of my coworkers I hadn't seen in a while. So he gave me like wrapped his arms around me and picked
Right.
me up out the chair. But he didn't know that because at when me and my coworker like were friends, I didn't have a boyfriend. It was a long period of time I didn't have a boyfriend. So
Right.
he didn't know that my boyfriend was there. But once I introduced boyfriend and at the end of the night, like when I left, he didn't give me that same type of hug. He just gave me the church hug. So, but boyfriend's like, and he picked you up off the ground with that long hug, and I'm like, I can't control people because it came out of nowhere.
So, so
So,
this is where I'll give you. This is why. This is when I'm trying to be realistic. You know what I'm
okay,
saying? This is why I'm trying to be realistic. I think most men, especially macho alpha men, we all like to say, "Oh, we would never," and da 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 da, yada yada yada. But if somebody was just to hug my wife, like if somebody that grew up with my wife or had a friendship with my wife, and they was cool, like really cool, and they came up and hugged my wife, I wouldn't like do anything, right? Like
no,
I
no, no,
probably
not hug. Fa picked her up off the ground.
not well, see if it's that's what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is this. You know what it is? I'm gonna just be honest. To be honest is I kind of date mature, so I kind of have these conversations early. I'll say like, baby, I'm not really into men touching you in public. You know what I'm saying? So being picked up off the ground is a bit much, and I would. This is what how I. Let me be honest with you.
Go
This
ahead.
is what determined my reaction. My reaction would really be strongly based on how my woman reacted.
Mm.
If my woman reacted like a and kind of put me down, I mean, kind of like put me down type of thing, then I would give a little more grace because I would be like, she didn't have necessarily control over that, and she didn't try to like tell the guy like, hey, listen, I know we cool like that, but you can't hug me like that. And I'm considering we in public and all of that type of stuff, right? I get that, right? So, but if my girl was just like with it, like she just like okay with it, and I already had this conversation with her, oh yeah, that's a problem. That would be a problem, and I'm gonna be mad at my girl than the dude because the dude don't know no better, especially if he don't even know who I am.
Well, the dude didn't know who he was, and e- effort it threw me like I didn't wasn't expecting him to
Right.
what he did, and I was like, whoa! But I didn't have time to react. And then I was like, oh, this is after he put me down. I'm like, this is boyfriend. And then it was another dude there because boyfriend saw what was happening and was getting ready to be like, hey.
Yeah, it
But
was.
somebody else said it was like, oh, this is Dee Dee's boyfriend, real quick. So I was caught off guard.
Listen, I know how those things could happen. I'm not trying to be unrealistic. I've been the guy before. I ain't picking no girl up. But what I'm saying is I have been the guy to embrace a girl with a real good hug, right? That I haven't seen in a long time, right? And I'm trying
Yeah.
to be considerate to the fact that like I'm trying to be like realistic. Like if that girl had a dude there, I know that I would be like, oh shit. You know, in myself, I would probably be like, oh shit. I shouldn't have hugged her like that. You know what I'm saying?
But he
That's
changed at the end of the night. So at the end of the night when we left, I didn't get that same type of hug. It was the church hug. So
I don't know, boyfriend said something different.
wait, hold on. Hold on, because we got some new folks on here. Clean said, I was joking, and Babe said, you seen how he changed after he dapped you up after. Joey Cake said, it's a lot more difficult if the woman is busty. Now you gotta totally avoid touching them anyways. You know what, Joey Cakes? I'm not messing with you today. Clean said, quick little side hug and we keep it moving. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I do.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, for
Um,
sure.
who is this? Oh, he want to tell his side of the story. He seen I was fitting to turn up. Baby
Yeah.
Mariah. What if both parties are single? I think most people have adapted the church hug since COVID. Yeah, I'm giving a church hug. Babe, you want to tell your side of the story? I'm see because I'm all for it. He's spinning though. Baby, you spinning. Um, yeah, he was spinning. Okay. He said no, he ain't hug you after he dapped you up. Was it a dap? See, I don't remember. He said when he left, he shook your hand. Oh, okay. See, I don't remember. And Joey Cake said, no, Dee Dee, not pick you up. I was not expecting the pickup, okay? I was not expecting him to come down and then lift me up, okay? I wasn't expecting it. Um, Babe said, Joey Cakes, if I did that, I would be single. You would not be single, but I would be looking at that bitch sideways. You ain't lying. Babe said, nope, she was enjoying that ish. I didn't enjoy anything. She ain't do nothing that laughing my ass off. You wrong, babe. Because I didn't do anything, I'm wrong. FA. Because I didn't do anything. FA, it caught me
I
off
think
guard. I'm not lying to you.
listen, this is I'm trying to be realistic, right? See, I'm
No,
imagining we
I
picked
want
you.
to keep it a bean right.
All
If I
right,
was with
boyfriend. Boy,
you,
what's your
second.
boyfriend name? Self-secure.
Yeah.
This going to determine everything. She picked up Dee Dee. Did she lift her feet up? You know how you lift your feet up, like you
Yeah.
bend your knees. Did she bend her knees? Is the question. That you are complicit if you bend your knees.
I don't remember. Like I felt like it was like he hugged me and then picked me. So Tasha, we've been talking about hugging, right? Um, a lady said that it's inappropriate if some woman gives her husband a hug chest to chest. Is it inappropriate to hug somebody's significant other chest to chest? So I had a situation at a birthday party, just to recap from an just hopping on here. Went to a birthday party with boyfriend. I saw an old friend, okay, that I minute. had worked together. I was working at this one radio station since 2012. So we worked together for a number of years, like 8 years. Not trying to make no excuses or justify it. But then I had seen him in a minute.
You're just
So
providing
I,
context.
huh?
You're just providing context. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So when I seen him, I had seen him in a minute. So he came and basically lifted me up off my feet. I was sitting in a chair and then lifted me up off my feet or whatever. So, and it was unexpected. I was not expecting him to do that. So that's why I'm explaining it. But I'm not trying to justify. I'm not trying to make any excuses. If I was wrong about the situation, y'all can tell me I was wrong about the situation. You know what I'm saying? It happened so fast that I wasn't able to be like, yo, what are you doing? Like, nah, don't do that. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting him to do that. That's what I'm saying. Hey, mama. Hold on, because we got some comments. Why I gotta be lying? See, he's trying to say I'm lying. I want you to come on here. Hey Tasha, babe said I go by if I do and it's not a problem, then ish, we cool. But if I do it and you mad, you can't say nothing. Um, you didn't even get a hug. Put me on. I was trying to put you on. Come back. Clean Clean said, what if a dude hug your girl from the back? I'm catching a felony. That's a good one. What if your dude hug your girl from the back? Big Ant said, what we talking about? We're talking about hugging. Is it inappropriate to be hugging somebody else's significant other? Babe said I could have sworn he dapped and shook your hand after we left. I feel like he gave me a church hug, but I could be wrong again. Invoice said that unspoken energy shouldn't feel uncomfortable, and if so, it should be corrected by your partner, locked in with each other, not the world. Well, Invoice, this is a personal podcast. I'm sorry, I tell my business just a little bit, not a lot though, just a little bit. Um, Tasha said, Aditi, why is self roasting you? Oh, that's why, Tasha, because yeah, we talk about an incident. Babe said you can correct him, but no. Okay, Fa, I got a question. I'm gonna read these comments. How could I have corrected that situation and made that situation better? Fellas, you can chime in too. How could I have made that situation better? And then hold on, Fa. Joey Cake said, how you react means everything. And babe said, yes, sir, Joey Cakes. Or even worse, one leg up. I did not see. Don't gaslight this, Joey. Don't you gaslight, because there was no legs up, okay? It was the innocent hug. Tasha said, did you hug back with both arms around his neck? No. I was just like this. Just like this. If you can see me, I was just like this. Nope. King Cass said, I've been giving everybody pounds since COVID. King Cass, I hear you, because there's a lot of germs. And Mama said it depends on how long you've known the person. And Joey Cake said, my wife's so crazy. Every woman that approaches asks me where your wife is. Damn. Isn't that serious? All right. And Babes is laughing. So, FA, fellas, what could I have done differently? What could I have done differently, FA?
What? I'm gonna be honest with you. Not hard to Monday morning quarterback after it happened. But what I think could have happened differently is, honestly, is y'all have a conversation about how y'all supposed to do this in the future so it won't happen again. Cause I'm trying to be reasonable. So y'all know y'all act like I'm always team men and I hate women. I'm trying to be reasonable and say, you know what, this guy just came up and hugged this girl, and what could she really kind of do in that moment? You know what I mean? Other than, like, she could try to, you could have tried to, push him a little bit, like to try to let you sit me down, like, whoa, 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 whoa. Or you could have said something like that. But I'm just, that's something you could have done, right? You could have expressed some level of discomfort, right? Like, oh, you can't do that type of thing. You know what I mean? If you ask me what you could have done, you could have done that, right? But what I would say is, to try to be neutral, I would say,
Say you have to be. Don't do that now. Don't do that now.
well, listen, it's because I think listen. The reason why I'm so matter of fact about my positions is because a lot of times I've had this conversation before it happened. I'm trying to consider, like, if I never had the conversation with the girl, would I be so upset? I would kind of be like, I would be reasonable. I would kind of be like, I didn't have a conversation with her yet, so I need to let her know that this is a no go. Now, there are some things you should already know as a woman. Like, there's some things that I shouldn't have to tell you, that you should already know something what you should not do. But I'm just trying to be real. I'm just trying to be reasonable. And I would say your expression, at the minimum, you could have showed some level of body expression where you was like kind of put me down or like, oh, whoa, 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 this is my man type of thing. You know what I mean? You could have did that.
Yeah, but again, and I'm not trying to make no excuses. And Mama said, "What we talk about, Mama? We're talking about an incident. You know." Anyway, we're talking about an incident that happened at a birthday party where my friend picked me up and hugged me, but again, I was caught off guard. And I'm not trying to make no excuses for that because Chef said I could have shook his hand. I didn't have time to draw out the hand. It happened so quickly that you feel me. So, but I respect y'all opinions. Envoy said, I mean, like your partner's mannerisms should keep you secure in that moment if they move in respectfully. True. Babe said, I'm trolling, babe. You good. He knew uh better and his energy changed after he dapped you up and I laughed like, nah, don't change it now. Um Tasha said, yeah, he self troll. He trolling me today. Because yeah, he do know me. And exactly, she said self control. You doing the most. And again, Chef said shake his hand. And Babe said to you, Tasha, the most. LOL. Let me pick a bleat off her feet. Damn. And thank you, baby Barack. Dee was caught off guard and didn't know. Plus, being under 5 feet ensures that you're going to be lifted up whenever you're hugged. Thank you, baby Barack. Okay, I don't make the rules out here. I was not anticipating that, and I promise you, FA, had I known
Yeah.
the had I known the hug was coming, I would have been like, I would have, or dap or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Came in with the shoulder.
Yeah, I wouldn't have.
Came in. Yeah.
And the fact that my hands was just right here, I was like, oh shit.
I know. I think, man, I
I
think that's something he should have been conscious of as well, though. But I also kind of understand, like, when you just know somebody for so long. But I guess when you in a relationship, like now that I'm in a relationship, with I try to be more like I'm more conscious of it, like that this other person might be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I
yeah.
may not just hug them like I maybe once did.
I mean, like I said, for the most part, I'm a church hugger. So I don't usually do all that extra stuff. And
Right.
even if I wasn't with boyfriend, like had that situation ever, I would have never let him pick me up off my feet. I had a whole dress on. Come on now. Like
Right.
I'm a lady at the end of the day.
I'm a
Um,
lady.
I'm okay at the day. And that I guess what because I'm like, okay, I hope my because I hope my dress don't go up because he done lifted me off this chair. Um,
Right.
Babe said shake his hand. If I could have shook his hand, I would have shook that man's hand. I promise you. Tasha said to you, babe, no, she will go upside down. She will go upside your head. No, we don't condone violence over here. Mama said, I'm hunger. What is that, Mama? Big Aunt said you can't control what a man do until it's already done. That's what I was trying to explain to him. I can't control other people's actions. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm trying to be reasonable and but with something happened so suddenly. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't have been, but how you like one of the people said in the comments, how you react will determine how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Like if he pick you up and you lift both your feet up,
Hell no.
like you know what I mean, then I'm gonna be like, oh, you complicit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no. I knew as soon as he did it, I said, oh shit.
Right, 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 right.
I knew, I said, damn, boyfriend, oh God.
Listen,
Uh,
that's one of them situations most men don't want to be in because it's something that the man he got to make a decision in his head right then and there. He's got to be like, do I want to turn up in front of all these people and we just walked in here and these your former coworkers, or this might be a business or like a work event. I don't know. Like you know what I mean? Do you want to turn up and make a big scene? And it's one of them things where it kind of sucks because a dude kind of gotta humble himself a little bit, or how about this, restrain himself a little bit more than how he really want to react. He might really want to react a certain way, but he might got to consider like, like, oh man, this might be my wife's coworker. I don't fucking know, or or these just friends. I don't want to make a
he
big scene, that type of thing.
he didn't he did not know because before I was with boyfriend, I was single for a long time. Okay.
Okay.
I even had one of my aunties thinking I like girls. That's how.
Okay. That's how long you were single.
Wait, so I popped up with him at one of the family functions, and they was like, "Oh, well, we thought you like girls." I said, "Where the hell did you get that from?" I don't give off of that, but no, I'm real selective who I bring around my family and friends. Like I feel like my family's only met like maybe two of my boyfriends because I don't bring everybody
You
around my.
just don't.
If I'm
Okay.
not about to be a permanent fixture in my life, I need to be around my family. My family, certain aspect important to me. Like not everybody's meeting her besides y'all because y'all family. So, um, Babe said it took someone to introduce us. I damn near smacked on him. Glad your friend stepped in. That was because it happened so fast. That's why he stepped in, and he probably saw your face. But anyway, Tasha said if a male friend picked me up and hugged me like that, it might turn me on a teeny bit. Tasha, don't gaslight. It did not turn me on, babe. Okay, my man better swoop in like Batman with a hug, spit and dip with a kiss. Big Ant said it's what you do after is the point. Okay, Aunt. Babe said, you saying thank you. Say less. Say less. I don't know what I said thank you to. I was reading your comment because you said thank you. Clean Clean said, the reason the hug is a trigger is because chicks be having bodies. I'm hella with chicks I smashed 5 years ago. We would hug if we saw each other. I'm not hugging nobody I smashed. Matter of fact, I don't even want none of them people to speak to me. I'm just going to be honest with you. Tasha, babe said, what the F? And Mama said, baby, right. LOL, right. Short women always get the pickup hugs. I'm trying to tell y'all. And babe said, you turned on my man a hug, and he, your friend, shaking my head. Damn, shorty. You turned, huh? I don't know what he's saying. Baby, you're going to have to retype that. Baby Rock said, it's a violation if. What's the if, Baby Rock? I'm waiting for the if. Joey Cake said, this man at skating hugged my wife, but then slid down to the small of her back while taking
Whoa.
oh, hell to the no. She politely grabbed his hand and flung it. I really didn't have to escalate it, even though I could have. Oh, child. Now you that's
Nah,
just
that's a sign. That's a
yeah.
no. That's a
Yeah.
sign that sound like that they've been intimate before.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He didn't do none of that. He didn't do none of that. Oh, that's
He
yeah.
said, "Let me make it clear."
Yeah. He didn't do none of that. Okay. None. It was my hands was here again. I was trying to keep my skirt down. And then again, in my mind, I was like, oh shit, this ain't gonna end well. But babe did he did good. Chef said I would not want my husband to be hugging no other female. Okay, Chef. You are very entitled. Tasha said to you, babe, I love a warm embrace, not turned on as in I'm trying to get in bed with him. And babe said to Tasha, okay. And Mama said, you can say, please put me down. Thanks. Think he would have gotten the message. I could have said that. But again, it happened so fast, Mama. And he over here talking about it was a 5 second embrace. I'm like, you a 5 second lie. It wasn't that damn long. Baby Barack said, it's a violation if he tries to hug you from the waist. I don't
Major.
think he did. Um, like I said, he just grabbed me and picked me up. And Mama, babe said to you, yep. And Self Secure said she ain't tell him nothing, but it's good. I couldn't turn up and embarrass her. I I thought introducing him would be sufficient enough. I mean, I'm just saying. He didn't hug me anymore after that. So Tasha said self secure. But if my man is in the building, I'm extending my hand
You
when I
watch the lights.
approaching, especially if he's one of the homies I've known longer than my man, laughing my ass off. I know what's coming. And Babe said I would have felt bad.
Hold
And
on,
Big,
read that last comment again. Was that a woman?
where? Hold on.
Where it said something about if he knew me longer than my man did or something like that.
That was Tasha.
What'd she say? Say that again, because I
She
can't
said,
read that.
my man in the building, I'm extending my hand when I'm approaching, especially if it's one of the homies I've known longer than my man.
Right. Where they know where she kind of got a sense that he the type that will come and hug her like that. You know what
Right,
I'm
right.
saying? I get you. All right.
And Big Ann said, I agree. And self secured said Tasha, everyone, not you. These females don't care. Thank you, Tasha. Dee does care. I would never. Exactly. If I knew that he was coming, how he was, I would have shut it down. You know what I'm saying? I would never let nobody pick me up, hug me. That's wild. That's mad wild. That's mad wild.
Right, right.
Babe said, nah, I know, but these girls in the streets, I see it every day at work, and yeah, I don't know about that. He said Bill Money would be ready. And Mama said, "Oh, he may have liked what he saw. Doesn't mean they were intimate before." Um,
Nah, baby. But let me tell you something, Mom. Men don't touch the seam of a woman's back. Well, I ain't gonna say some men might do it, but well, I'm gonna
that,
just say
that's
you a
hell.
wild dude if you touching
Yeah,
the seam of a woman's back just because you like what you see. I mean, what is she a item you can buy in a store or something? Like you just touching on people like that? That's crazy. That's
you
dangerous,
know,
Mom.
and especially somebody's wife. Come on, that he wanted to come as that Joey Cakes. Joey Cakes said, "No, this guy is a drunk. We weren't married at the time. I still
Okay.
check."
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Joey, for clarifying that. Babe said you ain't your friend did. Well, I didn't get a chance to introduce you, babe. And this
Me.
is and Mama said I think it's more embarrassing for a woman in the presence of her man. And Mama, Babe said, yeah. And he heard what Drake said, dirty old men. And Babe said, I'm not hugging a girl I never slept like that. Only a girl I know I did. Well, me and oh boy never slept together, I promise you. So I didn't know what warranted that type of hug. But yeah, nah. All right, 223. That's my date of birth. What are your final thoughts today? Because I got to end early. I have a meeting in like 5 minutes.
No problem. My final thoughts would be I think we need to start developing foresight and try to have these conversations before it happens. Like,
Yeah,
so, when you're sitting down, especially as men, if you know certain things that are like pet peeves for you or very uncomfortable for you, to try to have these conversations before the situation happens. You know what I mean? I kind of expressed that to my wife, and I was like, look, I'm not really into the touching. I mean, if it's your family, I'm okay. Your cousin, your blood family, you can hug them to death. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a stranger, if it's just like a friend, a male friend, no, you need to be shoulder hugging. And it's just, and that's it. You know what I mean?
what
And it
about
shouldn't
if
be
she's
long.
longer than you though, like 15,
I
20?
don't care. I mean, it's my wife now, so I don't care.
That's true.
You know what
Because
I mean?
get married, you supposed to get rid of all that stuff anyway, right? That's what they said.
Yeah,
Supposed to
yeah, yeah, yeah.
hold on, let me read the rest of these comments and then we'll be off. Big Ant said, out of respect for me, no hugs, both parties. Gotta respect it. Thank you, Big Ant. Babe said, I'm off that godly talking about that guy who girl got touched on her back. Oh, you talking about Joey Cakes and his wife. Okay. Tasha said, my partners don't hug on me when they have a woman, so show the same energy when you know I got a man. Facts, Tasha. And Babe said, yeah, it's simple. Condos, but women know what gets us mad and triggered.
Yeah, that's true.
Mama said, I hug all the time. Damn, no more hugging. Mama, you just got to give church hugs,
No,
okay?
I think it's listen for majority of men, yes, but there are some men that don't care. So I think it's a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think it's really important for the man to volunteer that information to be like, hey, listen, this is something I don't like, opposed to the woman necessarily coming at the man and asking him, is this something she okay with? I would really kind of put that more on the man to make sure that he expressed that, like, hey, I don't like this, because it's something that don't care about that. You know what I mean? They just,
you're right.
they just don't care, and that's okay too, actually.
You're absolutely right. Clean said, what if she say that's her play cousin? Baby, don't play with the play cousins, baby, because
I don't play that. I said they got to be blood.
I heard that times. Oh, that's my cousin. Come to find out they was effing their cousin because that was
See
cousin.
what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I done got caught up in the cousin lie before. Baby Barack said, final thoughts. We all need a hug dealing with our reality. Yo, stay absolutely. Clean said, everybody in the South. We cousins, right? Isn't that what they said in Poetic Justice? We all kinfolk. Joey Cake said, final thoughts. Meet, if I ever meet you in person, I'm waving Dee Dee. I'm hugging Mama, though. Mama takes hugs. So yeah, we just do it like that real quick. You feel me? Babe said it feels good to have people on my side. Thanks, y'all. I finally won a battle. Oh God, I'm never gonna hear the end of this. Thank you guys. Um, and Babe said sometimes shouldn't have been talked about, but I agree. Something that should have been talked about. We should have probably talked about it, but we never had that conversation. But we know now. You know what I'm saying? And I would never. Tasha said to you, babe. We got to back. We got to back, but we got Dee Dee back too. We got your back, but we got Dee Dee back too. Dee Dee not for the streets. She was an innocent bystander. Thank you. And Joey Cake said, play cousins, yeah. And Babe said, Tasha laughing my ass up. Yeah, okay, next time might be worse. And Mom said, anything past second cousins ain't cousins. Now these people be lying saying that they first cousins and then talk about can you sit on my face. I done had that happen before. Anyway, that's another story for another day. All right, F.A., we're back. I got a good one tomorrow. We're gonna be talking about what's his name? What that old basketball player who played on the Celtics? Paul Pierce. He said women use sexualize. Anyway, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Anyway, it'll be a good one though. Discussions with Dee Dee Parker, YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. IG, love y'all. Twitch, love you. Mr. Awesome, you were quiet today, but it's all good. I appreciate you. All right, FA, appreciate you as always. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right.